Hello everyone, Hello everyone, I think we are so excited and we are in for a great time once again. My name is Elson. You are here at e-learning at Virtual CC. Today's culinary class, and together with me, we have Chef Renga. Chef Renga,
Hi.
what are we gonna do today?
Okay, today we are going to do vegetable lentil curry.
Vegetable lentil curry. So let's introduce some of the important ingredients that we're gonna have and we need to prepare to make this delicious dish.
Okay, sure. This is actually the raw mung dal that we'll be using. And mung dal is very high protein, so even if you don't eat meat, this is more or less suffice for your daily requirements.
Wow, okay.
What we have done is actually there's some pre-preparatory work. You need to soak the dal for at least 1 hour so that it will be easier to cook it later. You
so
take less
the
time.
dal is soaked in normal room temperature water.
Yes,
alright, for
correct.
about 1 hour. Okay,
Yeah.
and then after that?
Then after it's soaked, you add this to the pot.
Okay.
Okay, and then you boil it together till it's soft. So shall I begin?
Okay. Put it in, we let it boil first and then we introduce the other ingredients.
Yes.
Yep.
To let the lentils boil, we are going to add turmeric powder.
Turmeric powder.
Okay, and some garlic.
Okay.
Chopped garlic, that's about it.
Alright.
So you add together, let it cook, almost it is fully cooked, and then we will proceed with the other ingredients.
Alright, that's great. Alright, so we're so excited. So it's going to be really delicious. So this is a vegetarian dish. This is called the lentils vegetable curry.
Yes.
Alright, so I'll leave it to you, Chef Renga. I'll come back later and we're going to learn so much from you in this session, and I'm going to come back for the final part of the dish. Alright, so
sure,
I'll leave it to you, Chef Renga.
Thank you. Okay, I've put in the soaked dal into the wok here, and I'm going to add in the chopped garlic. And a teaspoon of turmeric powder. I'm just going to give a stir and then let it soften in a little while. It will take about 10 minutes. So once it's softened, I'll be adding the vegetables. You can see that now the dal is almost cooked. It's time to add the vegetables. Today I'm adding spinach. You can add any leafy vegetables of your choice, but spinach is rich in iron, so I thought this would be a good choice. And then you add some milk. Now if you want to use coconut milk, you can add, or you can add low-fat milk if you want. If you feel that, oh no, I do not want to add any milk, it's also okay. It's very optional. Okay, I'm just stirring it while I'm going to add the salt as well as the roasted cumin powder. This powder is actually roasted cumin. You can actually do it yourself. I'm just doing about 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to add in a teaspoon of salt as well, or salt to taste according to whatever you prefer. I'll just let it simmer for a few minutes. You don't need the spinach to cook very long. We just want all the spices and the salt to get into the dal so that it will become a very tasty curry. Now this curry is actually, you can use it many ways. If you were to use a hand blender and blend it, becomes a creamy lentil soup, you can actually eat it with bread. If you wanted to eat with curry or chapati or rice or maybe bread, you can actually lighten it with milk or even water. Or if you want to eat it plain, then leave it thick like this. Then you can just eat it in a bowl, like a bowl of soup. You notice that it's almost ready. So now we are going to do the final stage of the cooking, which is tempering. Okay, tempering means using oil and letting the spice to crackle and adding it to the last stage. This will enhance the flavor of the curry, and most of the time you'll notice that Indian food, we need to do this tempering, especially vegetarian curry. It retains a fantastic flavor in the dish. Most of the time we miss this stage, but in my case I would prefer this stage to be present. So I'm going to do the tempering now. I'm using about a teaspoon of ghee. If you do not want to use ghee, you can use oil, any oil that you prefer. If you are using oil, I'll prefer you to use grapeseed oil or even butter. Once the ghee is melted, I'm going to use mustard seeds. It's up to you how much you want to use. For this amount of gravy, maybe about half to 1 teaspoon should be more than enough. I'm going to let it crackle. I'm also using a stalk of curry leaf. They're already washed. And I'm using ginger, chopped ginger or julienne ginger, whichever, and dried curry leaves. Dried chili. Just temper for a while. Add this to the lentil curry. This step is quite important. You need to add a little bit of water to the pan that you tempered because you don't want to waste all the good flavors. And immediately after tempering it, okay, cover with the pot's cover or the wok cover to retain the full flavor. You only open the pot, the cover of the pot, after 5 minutes. You can actually off the stove.
Alright, Chef Renga, so the process looks actually very simple.
It is very simple. Yeah.
And it smells really, really good. So we talk about the nutritional value of lentils itself, right? You say there's a lot of protein.
Yes, it is a full protein food actually. Yeah.
So vegetarian, can get protein from other sources as well.
Yes, that's why vegetarians eat proteins every day by consuming dal, all types of dal. You don't need to eat just today's mung dal. You can eat red beans, kidney beans, and white beans, and so on.
Beans, dal, tofu also, right?
Tofu is another protein food. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to see how it looks like.
Yes.
I'm going to open it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to open it right now. It's going to smell really good. Oh, wow. Okay, so the whole process is very, very quick, yeah? And you just want to make sure, what are some of the things that I need to make sure of when I'm cooking?
Okay, most important thing is the 3 steps. First thing is to soak the dal first for easy cooking.
About 1 hour, right?
Yeah, about 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, if you do not have time, you want to do it straight away, you can just rinse the dal and cook it straight away.
Okay.
But it will slightly delay the time of the cooking process.
Okay.
Okay, and after you have cooked the dal for, let's say, until it's almost softened, you add the vegetables. Today I'm using spinach, but you can use any green vegetables.
Okay.
Or if you're using any hard vegetables, for example, carrots or potatoes, then you add together with the dal to cook the whole thing together.
Okay. So if it takes a longer time to soften, so would you recommend, I like to eat carrots, or potato, do I chop it till it's really small?
Not necessarily, it's your wish because it's all the cooking process time.
Okay.
If you want a quick cooking time, then you put together with the dal straight away.
Alright, so the soaked dal, I'll put it inside.
Together with
then
the potatoes.
With the potato
and the
carrots. Yeah. Then I can put other greens that I like. So today we have spinach, we can have other variations as well.
For spinach, you need to wait until the dal is cooked because if not, you'll be overcooking the vegetable.
Oh yes,
that's true. So that's why, and it only needs about 3 minutes of cooking time for spinach.
So the last part, then you put in the spinach. Yes, what about spiciness? Is it spicy?
No, it is not at all spicy because if you notice that I only use a dried chili, 1 dried chili for this whole pot. This is just for the tempering process.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for tempering, I'm using mustard seeds. I used 1 dried chili and I used curry leaves. That's all. That's about it.
What is mustering?
Tempering.
Tempering.
Tempering means you are actually putting oil in a pan. When it's heated up, you're adding the mustard seeds to crackle. So that is called tempering.
Alright, so the tempering process. Okay,
yeah, that is one of the most important steps in Indian cooking.
Okay.
Because after you have tempered it, once you have poured into the gravy, you actually cover it for a while so that it will retain all the flavor inside the curry.
Okay, so the full fragrance.
Yes, correct.
It's like booms.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so this is not spicy at all. So the dry chili is just for the tempering process. But if I like to make it spicy, is it possible?
Yes, you can add red chili powder.
Red chili powder?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember I used cumin powder?
Yep.
During that process, you can actually use chili powder if you like it hot, or you can add just green chilies. cut
Okay.
green chilies, just add it on.
Okay, so cooking, this is the fundamental.
Yes.
Cooking is an art and you can customize it the way you
Yeah.
like. So if you like more vegetables, you can put in more vegetables.
Yes.
And then if you like it to be a bit more spicy, then you put in the powder, right?
Yeah, you can also use vegetables like today's vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower,
okay.
cabbage. If you really want that kind of vegetables,
Yeah.
it can be added just one, or you can combine a few vegetables together to make into a gravy. And as I told you earlier, this is like a curry, right? It means you can pour over your rice, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, this is basmati rice, and I'm just going to pour over this, and you can actually just eat it just with the rice. Okay,
Wow. Okay.
Like if let's say if you want it to like a soup, what you do, you use a hand blender or you throw this into a bottle blender.
Okay.
You blend it, becomes a thick lentil soup, creamy lentil soup.
All right. So
which you can eat with bread.
okay. Oh, eat with bread.
Yes.
Okay. So if I like to eat with rice, a
Yeah.
little bit like curry texture, I can do it this way.
Yes.
Put it on rice. But then if I want to blend everything together, I want to eat with bread. Because
Yes.
some of us are bread lovers.
Yes.
Want to eat with bread,
Yes.
right? Just blend everything together. It will be a
Yes.
thick lentil
So
soup.
it becomes a lentil soup. And you can also use your favorite vegetables. Again, you don't need to use spinach. So this will be a spinach vegetable soup actually.
All right. It smells really good. Can I
Yeah.
try, Chef
Definitely,
Ranga?
definitely.
Okay. I'm just going to try. Okay.
I'm going to serve it in a bowl separately
Yep.
so that I'll show you how I'm garnishing it as well.
So we can eat it with
You can
rice.
also use tomatoes if you like a
Oh, yes.
tanginess.
Okay.
You can use tomato.
Yep.
Or if let's say if you like it like normally Baba people like it asam, you know. So you can add
Little
some
s-
tamarind. You can use tamarind.
So it's a bit more
A
sour.
little bit sour. Just give the little soury taste to
Okay.
the gravy. You can do it that way too. It all depends on what exactly
Your
you want.
preference, right?
Yeah, your preference.
Okay,
Definitely
so
your
I'm just going
preference.
to try right now.
Yeah.
So this is the one that you share with us.
Yeah, this is how I'm going to garnish. With some
It's not overpowering.
It is not powering, yeah.
It's not overpowering, but it still have like a good texture and taste to it, right?
Thank you.
It's really, really good. So this is another way of serving it. The curry leaves, what does it do?
Curry leaf basically to give you the curry flavor because it is a curry after all. So we wanted to garnish it with curry. If you like spiciness, then you can put in chopped some chilies and make it spicy if you want to. Or you can also put in bread croutons if you are doing like a thick creamy soup.
Okay, so we talk about creamy soup. If I really want to blend everything together, once it's cool, I blend everything together. Do I add cream?
No need, not necessary,
Not
because you already added milk here.
Already have milk.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And I can eat it with bread.
Yes, right.
All right, that's
Toasted
exciting.
bread will be very nice.
Toasted, crispy, right?
Yes, correct.
All right, so we've come to the end of this session. Something very simple, but can have many different variation.
Yeah.
And it's really up to you on how you want to do it. You like it more spicy. If you like different kind of vegetables, you can just play around with it and create your own version
Yeah,
of
because
vegetarian lentil
Indian
curry.
food is always considered very difficult to do, curries especially.
Exactly,
But you have
yeah.
noticed that it is actually a very, very simple process.
Yep.
You can just add in 1 or 2 spices of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you do not have the spice, it's quite okay. You can just use with your basic home pantry ingredients.
Okay, so I learned tempering.
Tempering.
Tempering is the art. Is one of the
Yes.
basics of Indian cooking.
Yes, correct.
All right, we've learned so much today, and I'm sure all of you at home, you have learned so much and you're excited to learn more. And I want to take this time to thank Chef Ranga
Hi,
for sharing
thanks,
with us
thanks.
the Indian cuisine, Indian cooking culture. And we look forward to a lot more of a culinary class and culinary food.
Yes.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us for our e-learning at Virtuous CC. I look forward to seeing you at our future sessions. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.